Hi, I'm Mitch Davis, producer of the Coach Tony movie. Congratulations to WTTI on 50 great years, and you're listening to Hope, 1530 WTTI Dalton. I remember one time he was talking to the boys. He said, "Now listen. You think you got it hard? You think this is hard what we're doing? It ain't hard. Let me tell you what's hard. Hard is being a young coach with 5 kids you got to feed. I mean, I was responsible for 7 bowel movements a day."
I was born deformed. I had 5 face operations. I had a face operation at 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. I had over 3,000 stitches in my face. The last face operation I had, I was 13 years old, and they went in and sawed the bone down. I had what they called in layman's terms a fatty tumor. Baby grows fast the first few years of their life, and every time I had a face operation, my face would change. Matter of fact, I was getting my picture made in elementary school, and the guy told me one time, he said, "Hey, young man, turn to the good side." And I'm just a kid, 11 years old. "Turn to the good side," he said. I said, "Which side would that be to you?" I just came back with a normal response. "Which is the good side to you?" I flunked the 5th grade. I might be the only speaker that you'll ever have in your existence that made 15 F's in 1 year. I know what you're thinking. Who in the world got this guy to come speak to this intelligent group? I remember coming home, and I had 5 F's and a D. And my daddy never asked to see my report card. All of a sudden, he won't see my report card. He said, "Tony, I heard you got your report card. Let me see it." And I thought, oh, no. And I walked over. "Let me see it." I said, "What's he doing? Going for Father of the Year?" He never has asked before. So I go over, I hand it to him, and he looks at that, and he said, "You've got to be kidding me. 5 F's and a D?" I said, "What, Daddy?" "What?" He said, "You're spending too much time on one subject."
Movie producer Mitch Davis.
You know, I love basketball and I love colorful characters, and you put those two together and you come up with Tony Ingle. My goodness gracious, I've never met a more colorful man in terms of the way he speaks, the way he puts phrases together. My original interest in the arts was writing. I loved poems, I loved short stories, novels, and I tell you what, it's a different kind of poetry, but Tony Ingle writes it every time he gets on a basketball court, every time he gets in a locker room. I just get out my pen and start writing what he says, because I don't think he even knows what he said after he said it, but it's brilliant and it's beautiful. He takes his players to high heights. He pulls them out of low lows. He inspires them. He makes them laugh. Sometimes he makes them roll their eyes like, what did he just say? He is a poet. Someone called him the Will Rogers of basketball coaches. I think that's exactly right. I'm in Dalton, Georgia right now looking for partners in the project. Financial partners and otherwise. So investment will be available shortly. Trying to determine right now whether this is a movie best made for profit as an investment or not for profit as a donation, and there are arguments to be made on either side of that equation.
To find out more about Coach Tony the movie, call 706-483-2063. Thank you.
Welcome to the hallowed House of Hoops Municipal Auditorium in downtown Kansas City, and tonight it's all on the line. The Buffalo Phones NAIA Men's Division I National Championship game. Dalton State, Georgia, Westmont, California. Here's how they got here.
Ladarius Green kind of a fadeaway one-hander along that baseline. High screen by Tillery, splits the defenders, and the ball is stolen. Out to Tate, a run out, layup up and good. That's it, Dalton State. Roadrunners, they'll advance with an 85-74 win over the Evangel Crusaders.
And a technical foul on San Marcos, so stepping to the free throw line will be Tate on the technical foul with a 1-point lead. Tate puts it up and makes it a 2-point lead. Now the Dalton State College Roadrunners move on to semifinal action. They'll play next on Monday at 8 p.m. Central.
Dalton State, the Roadrunners from Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. 32-4. They came in as the number 6 seed, and they run the tournament 5 in a row in a week. Win it tonight, the national champions. in 2015, and the Roadrunners will hang a banner in their newly formed program only in year 2 under head coach Tony Ingle. And there's some of those hugs that Coach Z was talking about. Why not hug yourself now? You're going to be doing it if you win the national tournament, and they did win the national tournament.